வணக்கம் எல்லாத்துக்கும். நான் இங்கிலீஷில் வாசிச்சிடுறேன். Many years ago, in a discussion with an artist friend about Natesh's drawing, we had just visited the studio then. We felt, among other things, that there was a suspension of time and space, or rather, it escaped time and place. This disconcerts us, the viewer. We find it difficult to fix it onto anything. It floats away from our grasp like an elephant swept by a wild river. His drawings don't have verticals or horizontals, nothing to hold on to or stand upon. He has scant regard for the paper edges. I have a strong feeling that he doesn't even see the paper. The drawing oozes from his body in one continuous stream of thought. Horses, tigers, lions, bulls, birds, women, man, half woman, half man. I mean, see those drawings. Natesh calls his drawing automatic, a word used by the surrealist and the abstract expressionist to describe their working methods, a product of Freudian psychoanalysis and a bit of Marxism. Andrew Breton defines it as absence of all control exercised by reason, outside all moral or aesthetic concern. 500 years of humanism, enlightenment, reason, and scientific development ended in a war in which nations devoured nations and left millions dead and mutilated. Science had turned humans against humans, and so 1920s was not the best time to trust reason or science. Subconscious and dream looked a better bet to nurture a new society. But Natesh's work has little to do with surrealism and their grand agenda. His is far simpler. It is the belief in the body as a reservoir of sensations. Skin, tongue, ears, and nose have eyes. So does eyes have skin, tongue, ear, and nose. We can touch, smell, taste, and hear his works. It is shifting forms inside our bodies, like a dream of the wakefulness. We have to experience his work with closed eyes. As an artist living in the southern end of a global south, a double exterior, what does Natesh art means to his fellow artist, his milieu? We cannot call him a traditionalist or a revivalist. Term like progressive, Indian modernism, regional modernism, or international modernism hardly defines him. Even a fit any size, any type postmodernism seems out of place. To trace him through these trajectories would only lead to a wall of incomprehension. Natesh is a freer bird, hardly an animal of restraint or domestication. He does not have a parallel among his contemporaries or his predecessors. To seek reference in his works comes back like a merry-go-round. Maybe we have to look for clues elsewhere. The role of an artist changed slowly but irrevocably from the second half of Francisco Goya's life. Ziggurats, pyramids, Parthenon, sculptures, Greek sculptures, stupas, Ajanta, Pantheon, Byzantine mosaics, Hagia Sophia, Mahabalipuram, Tanjavur, Ellora, so on, like right to Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo till Velasquez. For 4,700 long years before Goya, artists were central and integral part of the society. They were its speech, its vision, its cloth, and its roof. The second half of Goya's life shows a clear rupture. An artist is not able to keep up with the center. He or she is no longer able to say what the priest or the king wants. What was a murmur is now loud. The banishment is all but said. Artists became autonomous, exiled, and now outside the margins of society. It falls upon him or her to bear witness to their time in solitude. It is the older Goya who takes up the enormous task of being the witness and recorder, as his Disasters of War, 3rd of May, Capriccios, and Lost Dispirited show. It culminated in the plastered walls of the House of Death, bleakly called the Black Painting. Art language became personal, but illegible and shared to the public. Centuries later, Joseph Beuys attempted to reinvent the role of the artist as a shaman or a healer, giving rise to hope, but was lost in the 80s Reagan era. Vandy Arhol seems to have predicted it correctly, the superficial and hollowness of art scroll. Goya's long list of torchbearers include William Blake, Manet, Van Gogh, Goga, Cezanne, Munch, Frida, Giacometti, Pollock, and Rothko. The true predecessor of Natesh would be Goya and his successors. What Natesh has is sanity and his body, his absolute honesty in putting paint on canvas, what he discreens through his sensation and intelligence. His body and mind work in unison. The sensory reception of nature is converted to an aesthetic experience. Nature, we should remember, according to Maxim Gorky, is distant and cold. What Kandinsky tried to do with help of music and Hussein with open eyes, Natish had reinvented nature with closed eyes. As every artist wishes, in the distant future, when our civilization is long gone, and when people of yonder look through the debris of our meager endeavors, I hope they will find Natish works, and if they do, I am sure they will bless his eyes. Thank you.